Recording started. So in this situation here, this is homework 2.0. This is based on that old version of the book, section 1.1. I'm calling it section 2.0 here. On this graph here, this is a graph of position versus time. So there's a car sitting on a flat track and it is moving on the track, and it can move to the right or it can move to the left, say. And then we're measuring how far it is from an observer. So I'm just kind of sketch this out. Get a screenshot to scribble on. So there's the graph of the situation, and then there's the actual situation. The actual situation, I've got this track. And sitting on the track, I have a car. There's my car there. And that car can move to the right, or it can move to the left. And there's a person here watching that car. It's a person. And at the moment, that car is sitting 3 meters from the observer. And that car can just go away from the person or toward the person. So we're going to say that this is a positive direction over that way, and this is a negative direction that way. So at first it's at 3, then we start counting as the car moves, and we can see the car's moving away. So 5 seconds later, it's 6 meters away. So 5 seconds later, 6 meters, 5 seconds, it's over there. And it moved at a steady rate going that way. And how do I know it moved at a steady rate? Well, this is just a line right here, and I can measure the slope of this line because I have a rise here and a run. And I can see a rise of what, 1, 2, 3, and I can see a run of 5. And so in this blue part over here, so blue slope, I've got my rise over run. I see a rise of 3 and a run of 5, and they are both positive numbers there. And the rise is meters, and the run is seconds. So we've just calculated speed here, or velocity, aka velocity. And that speed is measured in meters per second. All right, so what I see is at first, this car is moving away from the observer at a rate, a speed of 3 meters per second. And then it just chills there for a while, right? It just, I'm stuck at 3 meters, I'm 6 meters away from you, I'm gonna just sit there for a while. But then all of a sudden the car starts moving back toward the person. So 30 seconds after this whole scenario started, the car is at 0 meters from the person, which means the car moved over to here, and then it went all the way back to the person over there. So the slope of the red line, you know, if we think about the whole rise over run thing, rise has got no rise. And the run happened over 5 to 15 seconds. So that happened over 10 seconds. 0 divided by 10 is 0. Rise over run. Run has a U. Slope is 0 there, meters per second, right? So it's just chilling right there. It's just sitting still. And then we got that black part. And there, again, it's a straight line, so I can pick any 2 points I want. Like I could pick this point and that point, or this point and that point over there. I'm gonna go for the first and the last point. So I drop from 6 to 0. So that's a negative 6 for the rise. And the run, that happened from 15 to 30 seconds. So that's a span of 15 seconds. So it dropped 6 meters over 15 seconds. And we could reduce that if we wanted to. Sure, let's do it. What is that drop there? 3 goes into 6 2 times, so 2/5 meters per second. So here I can see it's going backwards toward the person. So positive speed, negative speed there. Now, again, these are straight lines, so that's pretty easy to do there. I didn't have to do anything fancy. If these were curved, what would that mean? What if they were curved? Curved position graph. So what if instead, like from here, it curved up like that? Well, here I can see there's a shallow speed, a small speed, like the speed is close to 0. So almost, right, think about the slope there. The slope is almost 0. And over here, maybe that slope right there is around 1. Maybe the slope is around 1. So if I have a slope of 0 here and a slope of 1 there, and I'm curving steadily from one point to the other, well then, you know, somewhere in between, the slope must be a half, and then maybe 3/4, and so on. So I can see the slope is changing each time as I move through there. So think about that, and then you're sitting at a car at a red light, and you press on the accelerator, and you first slowly start moving, and then you start picking up speed, moving faster as you move along there. Your position changes. And again, we'll take a look at that shortly. Oops, wrong button.